So, Fadekemi, do you miss your single days? Do you wish that there are things that you should have done before you got married? Are there things that you feel like marriage has hindered you from achieving? Let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fadekemi. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the single days, what I miss about being single, if I miss being single, if I think my single life is better than my married life, if being married has been better for me. Everything, we're going to talk about it. But I also took the liberty to feature some amazing women. Some of them are content creators also. Now the aim of this video is to just, share stories, one. Number two is for single women and men to know that, use your single days well, okay? It's not gonna be there forever. Gbogbo wa la ma jẹ breakfast. Watch, learn, and enjoy. But I'm also going to be answering the questions along as they are answering the questions also. So also look out for my answer. So how many years / months have you been married? 2 years now.
I've been married for about 2 years and some months. I'll be 4 years married by December. If I don't try.
I have been married for 2 months plus. I got married in January and it's March now.
So we've been married for 1 year and about 4 months now.
So I've been married for 4 years, 3 months now.
Do you miss your single days? Do I miss my single days? Yes, I'm not even gonna lie. I miss it. Listen to me, the other day I woke up late. I woke up very late. I was supposed to go to work. So normally if I was single, I'll just get up, take my bath, rush to work. But because I have a baby, I feel like there's married before baby, married after baby, then married after babies. There are different levels in marriage, okay? So yes, if I was still like without a child, I most likely would just rush to work. Even though if I tried to do 1 or 2 things, but with a child, like I thought I would just get up and just quickly pray, quickly. Then I turned and saw my baby on the bed. I was like, I can't quickly anything. I have to take this boy's bath. At least, like, I try to cut short everything that I would do. So, but the cocoa is, I miss the single days because in the single days, I feel like I could pray longer hours, I could stay, I could fast, I could just make decisions on the go. I can't just do that anymore now.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I miss those free cash that I used to get, but now that I'm married, no one is ready to give you any free cash. But jokes aside, guys, there's really nothing I miss about being single, because the same goals, the same career goals, the same business goals, the same pursuits I ventured in and wanted to venture in while I was single, I'm still driving that boat as I'm married. And I'm grateful for a partner that understands where I'm going to, that understands my purpose. So all that I did while still single, all that I aspired to do while I was still single, being married, I'm still pursuing those goals. So do I miss my single days? No and yes. Yes, because I really cannot make my own decisions myself anymore. I have to ask questions. I have to be sure that, okay, I can do whatever it is that I want to do so that it will favor both of us, like my husband and myself.
If I'm being honest, right now, not so much. I don't miss being single as much right now. But I mean, because I'm having down my life.
Do I miss my single days? I would say not really, because not a lot has changed about my life from when I got married till now. I just pretty much have a husband that I live with. I don't have a child yet, so I wouldn't say there has been a significant change from my single life. I'm still very actively involved in all the things I was involved with, especially when it comes to ministry, which I'm very thankful about.
No, not exactly. I don't miss my single days. Well, would I say, the freedom of, just going anywhere, anytime you want. But, in marriage, you can't do that because you have to consider the kids, you have to consider your husband. You can't be selfish in marriage. So that's the only thing that I miss about being single. Freedom to actually move about or to do anything that I want.
For me, I would say it's the autonomy in making decisions, in the sense that when I was by myself, I had to think of just me, right? Like Paul says in Corinthians, I literally have to think, oh, what will my husband think about this, before making any decision or doing anything. I'll just go and do what I need to do, right? And that whole space of not being just having my own space, basically.
I think one thing I do miss about being single is not having to share my time. I mean, I don't think there's, like I previously said, I don't think there's a lot of difference. But now I do understand that I cannot just up and pack my bags and say I'm going for a girls trip, like out of the blue. Now I have to like inform someone and let them know how does that fit into their plan and their schedule, and let my husband, like, just carry him along. I can't just up and make decisions like that anymore, because the marriage is not about only me. We're two, we became one, so we have to like make decisions together. I also miss like the financial side of things. I miss the fact that I can just go to my friend's house and I'll just stay there overnight. Like, I would not even be bothered, I would not even think about anything. I just stay there overnight, nobody to be accountable to, no one to say anything to. Like, I miss that.
And I miss being able to pray as in prayer, staying longer hours in prayer, deciding that okay, Saturday morning I'm just gonna be in my room praying till like 12 p.m. Now I can't do it anymore because my baby will just be reminding me that, fam, I want to eat, fam, I need to change my diaper, fam, I need to take my bath. So it's not been so easy. Another thing that I miss about being single is just being able to just do things on the go, not thinking about, okay, yeah, I have to inform this person, inform that person. And like, there's just not more spontaneity as much as I can anymore. Now I can't just go out anyhow. Have you ever felt like being married hindered you from doing something?
Nah, fam. Grateful for the person that I am. I'm grateful for the partner that I have. And I'm just grateful for the understanding that I have.
No, not exactly. I don't think that it has hindered me from doing anything per se.
Actually, no. Majorly because I got married to the most supportive man. Even right before we got married, he would, you know, nobody cheers me on like my husband. So I don't know that I think that it's hindered me. For example, my masters. I feel like if I hadn't done my masters and I got married, none of my husband would have said don't go. But now, because you remember the thing I was saying about autonomy, right? I can't just up and leave my husband in a different country and then travel for my masters for a year. Even if he would allow me, it's not, you know, very healthy for our marriage, for our relationship. So those are some of the things that I probably would have not been able to do as freely if I had gotten married then. But right now, I don't think so.
Not really. Actually, marriage helped me to accomplish and do a whole lot more than I would have done while I was still single.
Absolutely not. Which is like one of the big deals for me, because before I got married, I did not want to marry somebody that I would not be able to do the things I love and care about. I did not want to marry somebody that I would not be able to do ministry and carry it on my head. I beg, no. Like, I didn't want that. So I would say marriage hasn't hindered me from doing anything. I still plan on traveling, but now I know I'm not going to be traveling alone. I have someone that I can do travels with, which I feel like is going to be so much more better than traveling alone. I feel like my husband has helped me unpack a lot of the potentials and possibilities that are in me, and has pushed me into doing a lot more things. Like, for example, I have a conference coming up, Beautifully Rooted in Christ, and I would say it's my husband that pretty much like pushed me to plan this virtual event. I feel like it was just me, I would have just stalled or like whatever.
What is the one thing that you would advise single people to do now that they are still single? Save more and pray some more, build your spiritual capacity more, invest in your spiritual bank, do all the Bible courses, do your masters if you want to do it. I'm so glad that I got chartered when I got chartered before getting married, because I don't know, can I even read like that? But yeah, I guess you'd read, even if you're married now, you'll be able to read eventually, but I feel like it will be harder for you. So invest in yourself some more, save some more. It's so important.
Know your worth and have a purpose focus on your purpose, focus on your growth. You have the time of your life, so live your life to the full. Be prepared, be expectant. While you're waiting to get married, read books that will help you understand the institution called marriage. And just like while I was single, I read some books that helped to prepare myself for marriage. Like about 3, God is a matchmaker, for better or for best, the value of an irresistible woman. Just prepare yourself, prepare your mindset. And I'm repeating the same thing, but you get my point, right? That's just great.
Please, you want to do a particular course, you want to travel to do a particular course, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to work on yourself, make sure you do these things before marriage. Yes, I know that you can't do everything before marriage, but make sure that you do like 90% of the things that you really wish, that you desire to do for yourself. Because by the time you get married, you have to take permission. You have to be sure that, okay, this thing I want to do now, is it favorable for me? Is it favorable for this marriage? Is it favorable for my husband? You have to think about all those things. So I feel that the best thing for you to do is to do all these things before marriage.
Fulfill purpose, live your dreams, do what God has called you to do. Don't wait until marriage before you do all that God has intended for your life to be. So live, be free.
I would go back to that time thing. I feel like once you get married and start having children, your time is limited. Like, so I speak to a lot of my married friends that have kids, and like they don't even know their names on some days. I'll say, do those things that you want to do. If you want to take a mission trip, 6 months, go and be preaching the gospel, do it now. If you want to travel, start making plans to do it. Anything that you want to do like you have your independence now. You're not interdependent on anybody. You're not like in a partnership with anybody. You're free. It's just you. So travel, go on that mission trip, take that job abroad. Yeah, take that job in Dubai, take that job, travel, go all out, invest a lot, make returns as a single person. Like, just live your best life. Live your best life when it comes to God and ministry. Live your best life when it comes to your career, because you can take risk. You can write exams, get certifications, secure the bag. Like, because once you get married, your time limits and like your time reduces, and there's only so much you can do. So get busy, sis, get busy, bro, before someone comes and takes out of your time. Write those exams, stack up the certification.
My advice to single people, enjoy your life. And this would say that there's no enjoyment in marriage, but when you're single, enjoy relationships in the sense that not everybody that comes to you is like relationship potential. So enjoy friendships, build strong friendships with friends. Invest in your friendships, invest in yourself. Are there things you want to do? Go for it now. Do all that you can. I don't know, enjoy a single time.
Is marriage everything you hoped and more, or is it below your expectation?
No, my marriage is not below my expectation. In fact, it is far above my expectation, far above everything that I've ever imagined marriage to be.
Marriage is everything I hoped and is more. I love it. I love marriage. I love the idea of marriage. It's sweet, it's nice. It has its own ups and downs, but I mean, 90% of the time it is sweet. Having that one person and say, this is my person, is actually nice.
Marriage is sweet. And I feel like I didn't come into marriage with so many expectations. Mostly because I had spoken to people who had already been married right before I got married. And we were told, come in bare, come in open, come in, with your expectations intact. So I don't know that I came in with so many expectations. So I don't think that it's below my expectations, because I didn't really have so many expectations in the first place. Marriage is awesome so far. I don't know how it's supposed to be, but it's awesome so far. And when I say it's awesome, I don't mean like there are no, every day is roses and sunflower. Marriage is a lot of intentionality, but I feel like if you're intentional enough about the relationship, the kind of relationship you want to have, and you invest in it, it's sweet. It's absolutely delicious. Marriage is everything I hope for and more.
Is marriage what I envisaged? Yes, marriage was what I envisaged. Marriage was what I hoped for, and I pray that it continues to get better and better and better every day.
Please, if it's below my expectation, will I even come here and say, no, don't marry, oh, marriage is not what it is? Of course I won't say that, but thank God that's not my reality. I'll say marriage is beautiful, just having that your own person, and just being able to hang out with them and be with them and share your life with them, your experiences with them. I'll say, yeah, marriage is not overrated. It's actually very beautiful. Like, the experience of it, sex is great with somebody that you love and is your husband, you're not, or your wife. You're not stealing waters, even though they say stolen waters is sweet, but in marriage is actually great. Just the oneness, the beauty, the unity, creating your home, doing things on your own terms, like both of you together as one, agreeing. Come on, like, that's the dream. So I'll say marriage is beautiful. Is marriage perfect on its own? No, because of course it's two different people from two different backgrounds, so there's always a place for adjustment and understanding and forgiveness. A lot of forgiveness. If you're not ready to forgive, like every second of the day or really fast, then maybe hold up on that marriage part. But I would say it meets my expectation. Like, I mean, growing up, I wasn't that kind of person that thought a lot about marriage or even wedding. I remember when I was planning my wedding, like, I was like, oh, so what do I choose? Like, I didn't have any picture in mind. And sometimes I meet girls that they already have an idea of, oh, this is kind of dress I want to wear, this is blah blah blah, but I didn't have an image. Like, I didn't think about it a lot growing up. So, but I like what I see. I like what I'm enduring. No, I take that back. I'm not enduring in Jesus' name. I like what I'm enjoying. It's meeting my expectations. I highly recommend.
Okay guys, you've heard everyone's input. Thank you so much to all my contributors, all the amazing women on this video who agreed to do this with me. I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you. And whatever you learned from this video, please comment below. Tell me which of the speakers spoke to you the more. If you are married, what are your thoughts on these questions? Comment below. If you're single, what is the greatest thing that you've learned in this video? I'll just round up by saying that if you are single, please enjoy your single moment. It only comes once, okay? Once you're married, you have marriage normally. Yeah? So enjoy the single moment. And I know that it sounds like, oh, it's easy for you to say. It's not easy for me to say. It's the fact. Enjoy it now, okay? Yeah. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
And Fadekemi, thank you for this privilege, for featuring me on your YouTube channel. Hey.
So yeah, thank you Fadeke for having me on your YouTube channel. I hope that these questions, shed a little bit of light for people who would want to make decisions concerning marriage.
Hi everyone, my name is Bibi Batune Koto, and I'm so glad to be on Fadekemi's channel. She's amazing. I followed her for a very long time. I really like her content and I can relate with it. So thanks girl for having me on the channel. It's such a pleasure.